Temp, and I'm here with my buddy the Wolf Bear. This is the Relaxing Boys podcast, and we're gonna just, talk about some shit we like today. Isn't that right, Jack?
Anyway, it's Wolf Bear, and I like stuff.
As you can tell, we're both a little awkward. This is technically, even though I'm gonna say this is the first episode, this is technically the second episode of the podcast. This is just the, first.
Actually, it's one of the first where I'm fully aware it's a video.
This is just the first where it's actually like, not impromptu, just having a conversation. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about some shit. Ye old wolf bear, what's on your mind today?
Ah, man, I gotta tell you. Have you ever been loaded?
Have I ever been loaded?
Yeah.
You
Ever
know,
been like sloshed, unseen, only not drunk.
you know, I have in fact been like this. I don't think I was like gone to the wind. I don't think I was like 6 ways to Sunday gone. But I gotta tell you what, man. This one time I came down to visit y'all, and I got really messed up. 'Cause y'all introduced me to some stuff I ain't never tried before. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, but I'm not gonna say it.
I don't think I'm gonna say it either. Let's just call it the Green Goddess.
Indeed.
Indeed,
That's a
indeed,
funny
indeed.
name.
It is a funny name. It I kind of picked that name because there's this show on Netflix. I think it's called Disjointed, and it's about a store. It's about a dispensary, and in one of the episodes, the guy that grows the stuff actually sees like the physical embodiment of Mary Jane, and they get it on. They get it on like Donkey Kong.
I would too.
Ben just commented he's talking about weed.
Ooh.
I see you,
Ooh.
Ben. Don't think I don't see you, Mr. Goodwood. But while we're talking about this, Jack, why don't you just go ahead and tell me about like what your first experience with it was? Because I think you got
Ah,
to it. In fact, I know you got to it before I got to it.
dude, it was crazy. The year was early. I'd say, what, 2013, 14?
I
One of
have,
those. Not
I have no clue.
early. Me either. Anyway, it was fun, man, you know. There was CC's and a Frogman.
So explain to me what you mean by that. Also, speak up a
Well,
little
you
more.
see. Well, you see. At first, I did not want to get high. I ended up getting high, being in the room, and, well, a long story. But to make it short, we went to a CC's. I saw a
Ah,
guy that I, for some reason, thought looked like a frog, and he is now Frogman.
I can't say I've ever seen anybody that looks like a frog, but I'll tell you about something funny here in a little bit. I think you get a kick out of it.
Shit, because I pretty much said that looks like a frog. I don't remember exactly how loud it was that I said it, but it was probably loud.
That's neat, Lord. That's neat. Um,
Rich did say something cruel, didn't he? What was it?
no, he's just talking about this sounds like some high school shit, which is cool
I
because it kind of makes sense.
yeah.
But no, what was the first thing you used?
Gar.
Okay, again, speak up.
Gar.
And what is that?
like a hard to explain, honestly.
Alright.
Don't want to say. I don't know. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say out loud.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. You just talk about what you want to talk about. I know when I came down there to visit y'all, we went and we got that little pen, which I still got in my room. And I really didn't think it was going to be what it was. I thought it was going to be like, I had an idea, but I didn't think the shit that I felt I was going to feel. I remember like when we went to the store and got it and everything. By the way, we picked some bad flavors the first time around. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like grape or some shit like that. It was so bad.
Yeah. Sour Diesel.
Sour Diesel is so good.
Dude, I don't really like gins though.
I don't like them either. Like, I don't know what it is about vapes.
Like, it really doesn't matter the flavor. Like, they all kind of, none of them are good.
Well, okay, now if we're talking about flavor, I think Sour Diesel tastes good. I don't like the pins because the pins choke me. And I don't know what it is, cause like I can like normal smoke and be good, but like the vape from the pins, that shit literally kills me. Like it will literally, I'll be fucking hocking up a lung. But I know afterwards, you know, we all went to the old Dan's house, and we started hanging out and doing some shit. And it started to kick in a little bit after we've been there. I'd probably say like 30 minutes ish. I started.
I remember you were pretty much dead sleep. Well, not dead sleep, but you were just dead to the world. You weren't moving, and your eyes were all droopy.
I think you're thinking about Matt.
Like that too.
Cause I was sitting in a swivel chair.
He was legit sleep.
Cause I was sitting in a like desk chair, and I got up several times to get bottles of water, because of how much the vape was making me cough. Now I will say I'm sure that like I seemed a little like fucking out of it, because man, let me tell you, it was like I went from living in standard definition to HD when that shit hit. I literally, like, you know that feeling when you got pressure in your ears and you can't get it to pop?
Yeah.
I literally felt that pressure in my ears when it started to kick in, and then I felt melting, like something was melting away in my ear, and suddenly I could hear everything. Like I knew exactly what was going on around me at any given moment. I kid you not, I think if a fly was in that room, I would have fucking heard it.
Nope. There was, and you didn't. But
I think you're lying to me. In fact, I'm 90% sure you're lying to me.
But you don't know.
I can be positive in the fact that you're lying to me because you had also been on some shit, and I don't think you were paying that much attention. And given how long it took you to put dominoes on the fucking table, I think I have a pretty good reason to believe that.
That up.
Do what?
What a bitch to bring that up.
Well, just say, man, I'm dyslexic, and this was my first time getting up there, and I was putting dominoes down faster than you were. But I still loved you brought your fucking Naruto mask out of nowhere with you.
The more this goes on, the more I realize I'm a nerd.
Well, no
Shut
shit,
up.
we're all nerds. Oh, I won because he disconnected. Eat shit, dude. But no, and then so I wear glasses. I remember when that shit kicked in, I took my glasses off and I was like, even though shit was blurry, I was like, holy shit, I can see. Everything looks so nice.
What game were we, like, Dominoes, and at one point we played a video game. I don't.
I don't know if I played a video game with y'all. In fact, I don't
Probably
remember.
didn't.
I don't remember y'all playing a video game. I remember we played Dominoes. And I remember we watched Rick and Morty, and I remember that because we watched the Planetina episode.
I remember it.
It was so wild seeing Morty put the fucking fire ring down that dude's throat while we were playing dominoes.
That was why I wasn't playing.
I mean, you know, you can make up excuses all you want.
The sun was in my eye.
It was nighttime and we were inside.
Yeah, there was a bug that just got too close that you didn't notice.
See, I know that's a lie, because if there was a bug there, I would have noticed it.
There's a whole dragonfly, you're blind as shit. You were talking about, I can see, staring at a fucking wall.
And that would have been the most high-def wall I ever seen in my life.
Probably would have, but it still would have only been a wall.
It would have been a beautiful wall. That wall would have looked like it was painted by Michelangelo himself.
That wall looked like a shark just coming out of the water, hopping around on land, grabbing someone, then retreating back into the water.
You know, if you wanted to tell us about what you did in your game, you didn't have to hide it. You could have just told us.
I just did. Seriously though, imagine that a shark jumps out of the water, steals someone, and goes back. The fucking audacity!
But no, I think overall, like, my first experience was pretty positive. Outside of, like, it feeling like I had, fucking drunk razor blades because of how much I was coughing, because fuck vapes. Vapes are so shit.
Yeah, they aren't great. Smoking normal is better. But, I mean, I think I was pretty good. It just happened a while ago, so I don't exactly remember it as vividly as you seem to. Like, yours was like, what, the last 2 years?
What are you asking me about my first time?
Yeah, when was it?
Yeah, it was about 2 years ago. It was whenever the Planetina episode came out. But, honestly, I probably remember mine a little more vividly. One, because it was just so great. Outside of the coughing, it was so fucking awesome. And two, I wrote it down. I wanted to start keeping track of my experiences, so like after like the next day, I would write it down on my computer so that I could like track what was happening with me and shit. And that's one of the reasons why, like, when I found edibles, I fucking fell in love. One thing about them, I don't cough because there's no smoke or fucking vape involved. And two, they're just so great. I've had so many good experiences on them. Like the time I thought there was a halo on my head, but it was just a light behind me. Or the dude that hangs out in my room with me, and if I don't smile, he looks at me. Which sounds scary, and I understand that sounds scary, but it's so nice.
It really should be, though.
He just motivates me to be happy.
I get that's what you're taking from this, but that's not what that is.
That's exactly what that is.
It might not be, though, Tip.
Oh no, that is. I call him Mr.
know,
Smiley because he makes me all smiley.
Makes you smile, yes.
Yeah, he got long ass fingers.
Sure he does.
Yeah. Pretty cool dude though.
Feel you, man. Oh, one day see what happens.
You know, one time we did edibles. I want to say it was when we were doing like the tittles, and I got so messed up on them that after I got off like the game with y'all and stuff, I just laid back on my bed and fell asleep. Like the same clothes I had on when we were gaming, the lights still on in my room, everything. I just laid back, closed my eyes, and was like, hey, you know, this is comfortable, and was just out. I felt like Matt every time we went to Dan's house.
Dude, Matt would just do that wherever. Literally, that be how mad it just ends today.
I thought it was funny. You remember when he got up suddenly and was like, "Hey, I need to leave."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because he had to go to the bathroom and he didn't want to use Dan's.
Uh,
I thought that was fucking hilarious.
it is.
Especially since he did it in the middle of our fucking Dominoes game. I don't think we ever saw one of those to completion.
No, we did like 3 games.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like to where there was an actual victor. Because it was like to a certain amount of points we were playing.
Games.
I think you said something, but I don't think your mic picked it up.
Oh, we did multiple games.
Yeah, no, I'm not disputing that we did multiple games. I'm just saying I don't think we made it to the like point total we were looking for.
I doubt it, man. I think we just kept playing.
That's a possibility. You know, we were all high. I'm not gonna claim to have a good memory of it.
Yeah. I just remember I did not do well multiple times, and I don't want to talk about that.
Have you tried edibles yet?
Shit. Probably gonna get some more tomorrow.
Oh, so you have.
Yep.
What's been your experiences on them?
None that are particularly interesting. Like there's this one where I was trying out these. I tried one the day before, and it didn't. You know, it got me. It got me. Like I wasn't. It helped. I wasn't, gone though. Then one day I fucked up and took 2. Like I was usually when I take these, my eyes don't get rid of them. I look fine. I just, I talk a little slower.
Yeah.
But nah, this time, dude, my eyes were bright red, and I couldn't open them for shit. Like I just looked, I walked past my family like that, and just laughed in the mirror. I think it was a morning, or well, it was a morning because I had gotten home early that day. But shit, couldn't do shit but laugh and then run downstairs.
Man, okay, so I'm not like, I'm not gonna say I'm not real giggly when I do edibles, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the best memory. But I know I'm real smiley, and I know this, because I called Lord one time, like, I want to say it was the first time I did it, and I was on the phone with him for probably like, I was on the phone with Lord for probably about 30 minutes to an hour, but the whole time I felt like I was smiling. That's not what I wanted to do. I remember I literally called him because, like, previously before I called him, I had been, like, smiling for, like, 15 minutes. And I was like, holy shit, I need to call one of my friends. So I picked up the phone, and the first person I thought of was like, yeah, I'm gonna call L.R. Wood. That's the person I need to talk to right now.
Dude, I know what you mean. I'm really talkative with him, too, for some reason. Like, really social. It's like I get high and suddenly I have so much more capacity for people's bullshit.
Well, yeah, that's because, like, that's one of the reasons why I love it and why I do use pens, is because it helps so much with my anxiety. Like, I feel like what we're doing right now would be like 80 times better if we were both on something. But I can't be on anything right now, and I don't think you're on anything right now. I think you're probably tired.
I actually was high earlier.
See, that's the problem though. Earlier.
Right now, I'm coming down.
Yeah. Yes. Why did you choose to start this when you're coming down?
Look, man. Shut up.
We need to work on your timing.
I'll have you know, my timing is impeccable.
Your timing is shit.
Oh, no.
Yes, yes.
Shut the fuck up, man. You're wrong. That's all you gotta do. It's just... Oh, shit.
Yeah. One of the...
They're on to me. The shark cops. The people that don't like being eaten. That's basically what they are. They see you, they start shooting. Fins are up, man. Wasn't doing nothing.
You are fucking hilarious. What's like a stoner from TV or movies that you're really kind of into? Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was funny at first. I'm kind of. Well, no, I was gonna say Jeff from American Dad, but why do you like Shaggy? I mean, I like Shaggy because I grew up with him and shit. But what's your reason?
Same reason, pretty much. Scooby-Doo is the shit.
I can't think of the guy's name right now, but do you know? Did you ever watch the live action movies?
I did.
Dude, the guy that played Shaggy in those was so good. He's like one of my favorite actors because he was in Scream and 13 Ghosts, and he's such just a fucking phenomenal actor.
Honestly, he was convincing enough. At no point did I, seeing him interact with Shaggy, did I think that wasn't Shaggy.
You mean Scooby?
No, I was talking about Shaggy. Why would I mean Scoob talking about
No,
Shaggy?
No. You said at no point seeing him interact with Shaggy did I not believe that I not think he wasn't Shaggy.
Interact with Scoob, yes, yeah. You know,
okay.
no, I'm in Scrappy now. For those 2 seconds,
Yo.
I mean on Daphne.
Puppy
power, man. He just looked down and was like, he wasn't sorry at all. Dude.
Not even a little bit.
Not at all.
Dude, he did it so proud. He had like his paws on his hips and everything.
Proud as shit.
He's like, what are y'all gonna do about it? I'm Scrappy.
Power.
Man, if only Scrappy was Scrappy.
Look at this poor shark. Slut swimming around with half a body. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll put you out of your misery.
But no, I was gonna say Jeff from American Dad, because there's this one episode I'm like obsessed with now.
He said he has one of my favorite lines.
What's your favorite line?
Banana monkey bingo foot.
What the fuck? What's the context of that?
Drug deal, carnies, fucking not carnies, but like, you know, grilled cheeses in bands.
I'm just picturing him trying to do a drug deal at a carnival now and getting robbed by the mime, and he just mimes having a gun.
It was something like, I don't know, he was high as shit and all that. He had to describe how high he was. He said banana monkey bingo foot. I gotta use that one day.
Do you remember the come back and kick me whistle?
That whole episode was Roger just fucking with him.
That whole episode was Roger fucking with him until fucking
until
he
Jeff
pulled
pulled
the gun.
gun.
Until he pulled the gun and blew
until he found out.
You remember Roger?
Jeff
he took his gun
going
out.
to play around forever.
Roger took his gun out and tried to fire back and shot his own self in the foot.
We waited too damn late, dude.
You ever notice after that episode we never really see Roger fuck with Jeff anymore? Like
Seriously.
there's the episode where he like throws Jeff into the UFO.
Didn't like after? Yeah, I was gonna say like, didn't he let go after that?
Yeah, but he thought he was safe after that one because he thought Jeff was gonna be like stuck in the spaceship and not able to come back.
Jeff straight up befriended Sinbad.
Although I did like getting to meet more of Roger's people. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was funny that their spaceship was basically a giant mall.
I thought it was funny that they have a smoothener, and that explains why they're all smooth.
I thought it was funny that I might be wrong about this, but if I remember correctly, I want to say Roger was the like creature that the guy in charge loved.
Yeah, he was.
All Roger had to do to like make that place better was come back and be like, "I still love you." But we all know Roger. He's not gonna do that.
That's why he's on Earth. That's why he's gonna stay and just fuck around with the Smiths for the rest of their lives.
Didn't Roger make fucking? He made LSD, didn't he? You remember there's that one scene where they go back in time, and Roger's making some kind of drug. I want to say it was either LSD or meth. No, it was LSD. It was LSD. Cause he takes it and then helps them do something. And he's talking about how he can see colors. Which sounds completely normal. Until you think about it.
Oh, hello, Mako Shark. How you doing? Oh, you're on that gang shit. I see.
Well, that was an interesting move. But no, what I was going to talk about was Jeff. He took like this hallucinogenic tea, right? And he lived like this whole other life. Like he was like a fucking Roy character from Rick and Morty, where he masters this instrument called the Turin. And in the episode, he comes back. He doesn't come back. Let me rephrase that. He comes down.
No, you were right. He comes back.
Yeah, he comes back to the little planet
Wherever
called
he was.
Earth, unfortunately. And where? And he's talking about it, and he literally describes it as it's a combination of a lute and a bagpipe, where the body of the lute is the bag of the bagpipe. And I think that idea is kind of what hooked me on it. But then, like, if you watch the episode, he actually makes it. Like, he actually makes the instrument.
The weapon, the thing he made. How did the body of that function as a bagpipe? It was solid. It was a solid piece.
Yeah, but it was a bag.
It had a bag on it. I remember it being a solid piece. It wasn't a bag.
I don't know what you mean when you say you remember it being a solid piece. Like he literally
like it being more of like built like a lute.
The way they built it, it kind of looked like a banjo with like a round wooden neck, 4 strings, and 2 tubes to blow into, with 3 pipes on the top of it. And the body looked like it was made of soft fabric. Because he could like blow in it and it like expanded. What I thought was really funny about it was that according to him, you have to play it laying down. I don't know why that's something, you have to do. I don't know if there's like any actual benefit to that. But I just thought it was funny in the middle of that episode, towards the end of it, um, he just lays down and starts playing it. I want to know if that's something that like can actually be made though. Like I want to find somebody probably on Fiverr since I don't have a lot of money. I want to find somebody on there and like pay them to try to build it off of a picture of it from American Dad and see what happens. Are there any like items or anything from TV shows or movie you want to know if you could actually build?
I mean, not necessarily. There are some things from like yeah, not necessarily. But you know, there are a few definitely that comes to mind right now.
I think
Give me a
I'd
second
like.
on that one.
I think I'd like to. Now I'm sure this is something that actually exists. I think it'd just be cool to have it. I don't know if you ever watched The Green Hornet, the movie with Seth Rogen in it. Who was in it? Yeah, I want to say.
Oh, dude, you mean Takio's pistol?
No, not his pistol. The bad guy's pistol that was like a double barrel pistol.
That was a cool one too. That was cool too.
I'm pretty confident that that probably exists.
I mean, a double barrel pistol. I mean, why?
Probably the same reason we have double barrel pump actions, because it's fucking cool. Probably the same reason during the Civil War we had double barrel cannons.
That is fair. So a double barrel cannon. That genuinely seems weird. And
That seems like
seem like it would work.
That seems like it would be devastating if you loaded both of them with fucking canister cells. You literally have a cannon shotgun at that point.
So it just lasts two cannonballs at whatever you're shooting at.
Well, canister cell was more like a shotgun blast because it was made to like hit infantry close up.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's a big asshole in whatever you're shooting at.
Oh, 100%. Like a fist size hole. Like imagine a fist size hole, but like you could fit your head through it. Like imagine a fist size hole you could fit your head through, but like you could wear that person then. What I'm saying is they're gone.
Out of here.
But yeah,
You're out of here. Your goose is cooked.
I'm fairly certain a double barrel pistol exists in modern times. I just
Sorry,
that's not something like I would like look for to have somebody make, but I think it would be cool to have. That's what I want it for. I just want to have it. Like imagine going to the range with that gun. That's one of them guns you would like take to the range just to show off. Get the attentions of strangers you don't care about, nor you'll probably ever meet again. Hey man, that's a pretty cool gun. That is all the validation I needed for this day. Have a wonderful day.
You don't know how many people you've saved from murder this day, son. Every day's a gift now, Sally.
Every day's a good... Dude, that... I know what you're referencing there with that fucking video of that dude going, I will not freebase cocaine. That guy was fucking hilarious.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I won't do no more now. I drink a little. I have a little drink. I'll smoke a little reefer. He'll do a lot of shit. He'll beat his wife. You know.
Now, I will not freebase cocaine again, though. I might have a little bump if it's offered to me, because it's, it's rude if you don't.
Polite. It's just polite.
That dude literally said After talking about like how he beats his wife when he drinks tequila, literally says, "But you know, I only drink tequila like 2, 3 times a year. She's safe every day, every other day of the year, except for those 2, 3 times a year I drink tequila."
And
Like
so for those
motherfucker,
two,
what?
3 times a week, I drink tequila. 2, 3 times a year, I'll drink a little tequila. Oh, watch out now.
Dude, he ended that, and I'm sure it was a comedy skit.
He
Like
ended it with
there's,
a threat.
yeah, he literally said, "Now, Sally, you get ready, cause when I come home, I'm gonna drink that tequila. I'm gonna have to go upside your head now."
I'm warning you.
Dude, you know you done fucked up if you have to warn your woman that, hey, when I get home, it's on. Man, I'll tell you one thing about Sally. She can either take a punch or she can either dish it back out to him. It's one of the two.
Maybe it's Friday fight nights every night with them. Maybe he'll show up with a few new bumps and bruises.
Well, boys, you know I had that tequila. Oh,
It was a hard fought victory.
I tried to whoop up on Sally, man. That girl, she came out with that Krav Maga shit. I didn't even know they were teaching that in the U.S. yet.
My wife just grabs a gun.
Your wife's a bitch.
Seriously, I keep telling her that. She'll shoot me if I say it too much. Not gonna lie. I don't have as good a vest as I need right now. Yet.
What kind of edibles do you like to get?
Watermelon, mango, and shut the fuck up, Tiff. Or
What?
also these Jolly Rancher gummies. Like
What
the candy
flavor are
gummies
those?
good. Jolly Rancher gummies. They're Jolly Ranchers. The flavors of Jolly Ranchers.
Okay, so this is gonna sound stupid. What flavor are Jolly Ranchers? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I've really ever had one.
They're weird. Like I can't just say what I think they are because they have their own weird. They have their own Jolly Rancher flavor. Like it's go get some Jolly Ranchers, dude.
You know, I'll do that with the money I definitely have.
Oh, dude, this podcast is obviously going to get like 1 million views tomorrow. I don't know why you think why you're acting like you don't have $157.
If this gets 1 million views tomorrow, I'm instantly creating a fucking Patreon, and whatever it makes within the first 3 months, I'll give it all to you. Literally all of it. I will keep none of it for myself. You can have 100% of my 3-month fucking earnings, because there's no way in hell that it got 1 million views because of anything I've said.
Alright, when you wake up to 2 million new subscribers, don't come crying to me. Just give me my money.
I'm not gonna come crying to you. I'm gonna give you your fucking money.
Excellent. Oh, look, a boat full of people. Hey guys, you ever see a bull shark?
What? That's from something, not the hey guys, have you ever seen a bull shark? But the hey, have you ever seen? What is that from?
See a fish jump?
Oh, have you ever seen a dead body? Hey kids, have you ever seen a dead body?
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
Yeah, fucking Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, the Crimson Fucker is such a great character.
The Crimson Fucker!
I love his whole thing was that he was just torturing the Pope. Dear
Yes,
chief
no
replacement.
less. Then, I don't remember how many it was. But,
Yo. Okay. YouTube, this isn't hate speech. You remember when they were all getting together, the Catholics Crusaders, and there was that one group that seemed to not be from the same place on the world. It seemed like they came from a different continent. Perhaps ones where they fly the stars in bars. You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah.
The South Carolina Church of the South Carolina Baptist Confession. No, I don't remember how it goes.
Judd Forrest.
They were.
The South Carolina Confederate. No, it was like
It was something. I just don't remember what that something was. And that's what's killing me, really.
Church of the Swinging Noose.
Alright, let's be careful with what we say. I just got my channel back.
Oh shit, you're right.
There's a reason I
I
didn't
think you mean you just lost it. Oh wow, the minute I talk loud enough to be heard too, and that's what I say. Oh, the humanity.
Oh, that's okay. All the people watching me love me, right? Yeah, they all agreed.
Double Winslow or not with rope. It's not a Winslow, it's not. I'm aware of that. I just don't care.
Explain yourself. Do it.
I'm playing a game where I'm a shark and I was just getting shot at.
You know the bullet. You know if you're underwater, the
Understandably.
bullet shouldn't hit you.
But they do, Tip. They do.
Well, you see, that's called Hollywood magic right there.
No, Tip, I think it's called bullets being bullets.
No, because like if you shoot a bullet at water, the water stops the bullet.
Doesn't stop it completely.
No, it pretty much does.
Uh,
I know this because I watched Mythbusters growing up. You uncultured swine!
I did the same, you shit!
I don't
And they
think
didn't
you
stop
did.
them all. And they didn't. Like a high caliber. Hang on.
I know
High
you're
caliber.
not about to look this up.
I mean.
This is a fucking we ball moment.
How do you spell bullet?
You're asking the dyslexic guy how to spell shit. Come on, Wolf Bear. I believe in you.
Bullet!
But while you're thinking about this, air quotes thinking about this, what do you think skooma was?
Maybe they acted to it. It seemed like some kind of. It seemed like as addictive as crack, at least. Because there were straight addicts just outside the city chilling.
There wasn't there?
Yes!
Oh, that's not funny, but that's
I don't remember the
hilarious.
effects on the game because I actually never did them. I said no to hard drugs.
And you said yes to soft drugs.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. The water will indeed stop a bullet. That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, because, like, you know, if you jump in the water, because it's all about, like, the speed you hit the water. And, like, if you can fall from a high enough height and the water kill you, it makes sense that the water can stop
yeah.
the bullet.
It actually does. It actually does. Wow, they'd be totally fucked. I literally just need to submerge and they wouldn't be able. They shouldn't be able to shoot me. They have magic bullshit bullets.
Oh yeah, well, you ever watch like big budget Hollywood movies and shit? They have magic bullshit bullets in those too.
They do. They had a bullet that straight up curved around many walls.
Oh, you're talking about Wanted, dude. Wanted was a fucking wild movie.
It was crazy, dude. It was literally just, hey, wouldn't it be cool if this happened?
Hey, wouldn't it be cool if there was a technique to curve a bullet? I remember Wanted for two reasons. One, I'm pretty sure the Mythbusters did an episode on it.
They did.
And
They
two,
did.
I remember people making a big deal out of you seeing Angelina Jolie's ass in it.
Why?
Because she's famous?
I mean, okay.
This dude has played me. He has reverse Uno mead.
It would appear you have a chateau at yourself.
Oh, never mind. I got my card back. I'm still in the running to win. It's been so long since I've seen that movie, but wasn't the twist at the end that, like, the dude's father died and they were the ones that killed him or some shit like that?
I think it was like it was a setup or they were supposed to die for some reason. I don't know.
There was something going on. I don't remember exactly, like, what the ending was, but there was a thing that happened there. Oh, that was an interesting move. Huh. Well, I'm defenseless. Did you ever watch Eagle Eye? That was that was a Shia LaBeouf movie, and it was all about, I want to say, the government had created an AI. Maybe it was something that could monitor like all communications and like hack into networks and shit. And it was literally hunting Shia LaBeouf and his probably girlfriend.
Hey man, this is Shia we're talking about. You think he doesn't have a ridiculously hot girlfriend every movie he's in? Of course he does. You know why? Because this is Shiloh we're talking about.
Just do it!
Just do it! Sign the contract! Just do it!
I imagine that motto has probably gotten some people into trouble. Kind of like the "fuck it, we ball" one.
Probably.
But back to the whole skooma thing. I definitely feel like it was definitely like fucking coke.
Why do you think? Yeah, I think it was correct too.
Yeah.
This dude, like, the way it had, like, I think they would even shiver when they're off the shit.
I think you're right, because I think I remember talking to one that had the shivers because he was going through withdrawal. That's wild that was in a video game. Now that I think about it, like, holy shit! Like we play.
No. What's even more wild is that you get the shit yourself if you took too much.
I don't think did fucking Fallout have anything like that?
I think, yeah, they had withdrawal symptoms. They had withdrawal symptoms.
Now I'm talking about like characters actively going through withdrawal symptoms that you were like talking to.
Probably. No. I don't know. They probably did.
Did you ever play Fallout New Vegas?
I have not. No.
Oh man, you need to. Not only because it's like such a great storyline and shit, but they got gambling in it. And like, you know your luck stat? If you like max out your luck stat, you almost always win. In fact, I think you do always win. You win so much that they kick you out of the casinos. This is actually not the one I wanted to pick, but you know, we ball.
I think in Fallout it was Jet.
Yeah, there was a drug called Jet in Fallout. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't really big into the drugs in Fallout outside of Stimpack, so I didn't really fuck with them.
Yeah, Stimpax was the only drug I was on in that game too.
The best
No,
drug.
I did do Jet a few times because of the speed effect. Oh my god, my lord.
On the subject of drugs, did you ever watch Judge Dredd?
No. I have not.
They have a drug in that like slows down your perception of time. And in the movie, they use it really well for like these cinematic shots, and it actually looks really cool. I think fictional drugs, like I think TV shows are really good at coming up with interesting fictional drugs.
For some reason.
Well, let's be real here. Hollywood has a long history of fucking drug use. I think I remember telling you about this book I have called Fix the Pumps. And in it, they talk about this drink called the Blue Dream. And it was literally just like Coca-Cola with Coke in it. And they they talk to like senators. They have quotes from senators in the book. Talking about that they have 2 or 3 blue dreams throughout the day to help them get through their workload. And I find it interesting that that's what they were drinking when a lot of the laws got passed. Like, you really start to think about like the 1920s and why shit starts to make sense.
Yeah, some of the shit that was passed, you'd have to be at least a little drunk to just go through with. Alright, so these people have to live in places that are just, objectively worse. And,
But it's okay, because they'll have blue dreams.
if they can afford it, they can't. On average.
I think one of the interesting things about Prohibition is that ice cream became like the substitute for alcohol. So you had like a lot of these people that couldn't go to these bars anymore. They would just flood like ice cream parlors. I don't have any like examples or anything I can pull up, but I just imagine that those were probably some wild environments past like 12 in the day.
But imagine the dumb shit people would have fought over. Hey, bitch, those are my sprinkles!
This dude got one more scoop of Rocky Road than I did. I just worked a hard day at the mine and I gave you a whole ass quarter and you're gonna give this motherfucker one more scoop? Sir, I'm sorry, you're not sorry yet.
You aren't sorry enough! I don't see my scoop of Rocky Road! Did you just take the last strawberry, nigga?
Okay, again. I like my channel.
Oh, damn it.
keep N-words to the minimum. That includes Nickelodeon.
Did you just take the last scoop of strawberry, you bitch? See, it doesn't, man.
No, I understand. Fuck YouTube, indeed. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube for making me wake up last week and realize that my channel was just fucking banned for a week because fuck them. Fuck them and they stupid ass practices.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize this recently. I don't know if people got banned, but like I watched several gun YouTubers, and they used to like show them putting like the accessories on the gun and stuff, and then they stopped, and I just figured they cut it out of the video because they're like, it's not needed. And recently, I've started seeing them putting suppressors on their guns again, like them actually like putting them on, and they had talked about that. Until recently, YouTube didn't allow them to show them putting on suppressors because they didn't want them to like show people how to do it. And that's the stupidest shit in the world. Because it's a threaded barrel. That's how the suppressor goes on, is a threaded barrel. So if you've ever
it's just
if you've ever opened or closed a soda bottle, like or a bottle of water, you know how to put a suppressor on. Like I can take my Powerade bottle and show you how to do it right now.
See, all you have to do is just blurs the entire hand.
See, all you have to do is imagine it's a Coca-Cola bottle and then just put on the top.
Dude, I'm gonna do a full video just unbottling shit. I'm gonna blur my whole everything there. Blur my whole hand and arm and the bottle. Then just show the bottle open. Then close it again.
And then when people are like, why did you blur it? What the fuck were you doing? Be like, YouTube made me do this.
Hey man, guidelines. I'm just, for your safety, do not ask questions.
Start a revolution against YouTube. Have like the French style revolutions outside. They fucking businesses just have people standing out there with like guillotines, talking about we ain't gonna take it anymore.
Hey,
where the
remember how you were bullshitting us for so long? I remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. No. Imagine just like they see people out there with guillotines outside their fucking corporate office, and they're like, "Holy shit! How the fuck did they get guillotines?" And one of the people that works there just walks up to the CEO and is like, "We have like 15 different tutorials on our website showing them how to make guillotines out of shit they found in their garbage." Why?
What's this?
You know, it doesn't violate any of the guidelines. That's stupid. You're right. That's their exact point.
I see. Are there demands this dumb?
The demands is to ease up on the fucking guidelines.
And I assume if we don't, they'll make use of their guillotines.
So they're currently chopping watermelons with them. Watched a dude test like different self-defense gadgets on watermelons, and then just like cut into him testing them. There was like just a couple second clip of him eating part of the watermelon.
And what?
There's just a couple second clip of him eating one of the watermelons.
Hey, at least he didn't totally waste all of them. It's wasteful!
Did Tim ever tell you about he wanted to go spear hunting?
Yeah.
I would probably not be of any help, but I'd like to go on that just to watch him try.
Dude, I honestly just want to kill shit with a big stick.
You could throw your sword cane at him.
You overestimate the size of the sword cane. It's a reasonably sized cane, but the sword itself is more like a It's a small. It's a short sword.
That's fine. You just need it to be long enough to throw it and it go in something.
I wouldn't be able to throw it like a throwing knife.
I think you could throw it. You know, just grab it by the handle that you're holding it by. Hold the handle in your palm and then just chuck it. Chuck it like you ain't never chucked nothing before.
I'm sure you think you know how knife throwing works. But let me assure you, you don't know as much as you think you know.
Well, we're not talking about throwing a knife. We're talking about throwing a sword. Knife throwing doesn't have anything to do with this.
Au contraire. You've proven you don't know nothing.
I'm not gonna stand for any more of this insolence.
I'll have you know, you're not standing for anything. Or are you not sitting down right now?
Oh no, I'm sitting down. Don't worry.
Exactly. Whereas I am not!
That's cool, buddy. You still fighting those Shadow Ninjas?
Leave the Foot Clan out of this. I'll strike any minute, and when they do, you'll be sorry.
Fucking they added Shredder to fucking Modern Warfare 2.
That's actually damn.
You can
Better
get the
with a gun, though.
Not only can you get, I think they added a katana as well, but they also added a Foot Clan charm that you can put on your guns.
I always hated the name, but they were some of the coolest enemies in fiction for me. Like the TMNT's fights with them were just, I don't know, they were neat. Yeah, my shark looks badass.
I don't remember them well enough to really say anything about like the animated one, but I watched the live action Ninja Turtle movie, not the newer ones, but the old ones, and I really liked them in those. I thought it was funny, and it was probably the first Ninja Turtle movie they did that was like the origin story of the Ninja Turtles. They had like these kids that I guess were supposed to be like, when I say kids, I think they were probably teenagers. They were supposed to be like in a gang and shit. And when they showed them like what they were doing and shit, they literally were skating, probably drinking, and selling cartons of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure like that was probably against the law and shit. But they're out there just trying to sell cartons of cigarettes. I can think of probably worse shit that like kids in a gang could have been doing.
For sure.
Granted, I think they were all part of the Foot Clan.
I doubt, but if they were doing what you said, I doubt they were in the Foot Clan. You think Shredder would just let his subordinates do shit like that? Are you having fun on company time? Company? We're a gang, dude. What? What? Dude's never heard from again.
Well, this guy has pulled an interesting move on me. Oh, it doubles. Okay, well, I'm dead. Pip pip cheerio and all that. No, I want to say they were in the Foot Clan because I think they were just, you know, blending in.
I think they
air
were
quotes
just
blending in.
gangsters.
I'm gonna say they were in the Foot Clan until I know different.
I remember one of the animated movies you're talking about. The only one that comes to mind was that TMNT movie.
No, I'm talking about live action.
Oh, the live action ones. The really old ones.
Yeah, the really old ones. They used to have it on VHS.
I've watched them. I just haven't. It's been a long time, so I couldn't tell you shit.
Man, I miss some of my VHS movies.
Those who tarnish the shell must pay, or something like that.
You know, it was annoying having to like rewind the VHSs after you watched them, but like I had me some good VHS movies, like some real good ones.
Yeah. Hey man, VHS, get a DVD, and then regret the fact that you have a DVD because no one gets those anymore.
I get DVDs from Redbox.
Dude, as a shark, I just came out of the lake and pushed an old lady. Now I just kicked her in the face. You know what? I'm just gonna bully them.
It sucks that game doesn't have like multiplayer where it's sharks versus like hunters on boats. Because you could have it where you could have it like where each one of the hunters comes up and like pitches an idea to them, and if the sharks like it, they let them live, and if they don't, they eat them.
That actually be hilarious. Dun 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 dun. That's
I call it Shark Tank. My own original creation.
Listen, Tim, look, you're talking about getting sued.
Trademark Temp LLC.
Well, shit, you did it. All right. That is up there is a tank you'll be entering on your own, friend.
No, man, we ride or die, right?
You're gonna die. I'll ride on. I'll see you.
Hey, man, don't be like that. Come on, we homies for life.
Ain't no, yours is about to end. Don't worry.
Hey, we ain't gotta bring my health into this.
You say that, but I'm pretty sure I'm having a heart attack.
Fucking Peter Griffin. It's wild. Yeah, but
I'm having a heart attack. You should have known by now.
Yeah, but fucking Family Guy in general is what I meant. It's wild to me that them and the Simpsons have gone on for as long as they have. 'Cause don't get me wrong, I hate when shows are canceled prematurely. And I think there's still like some shit they could do with the Simpsons and Family Guy. But I think they just need to let the characters fucking grow.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it's kind of too late.
Well, no, because I think they're kind of doing that with Stewie, showing him in daycare or preschool more often. But I feel like, they could do more. Like, I don't think it's too much, I don't think it's too far of a stretch to have them just go, now let them start aging. To have, like, Chris... Which one? I don't know which one's in a higher grade, Chris or Megan, because I don't know which one came first.
Megan's the oldest.
All right, yeah, just have her graduate and like start working.
Did graduate? She just hasn't started working.
Did she graduate?
She's had several. I'm pretty sure. I think she was in one episode. She went to college.
I'll need to look into this, but they never let it stick. And that's the thing. They need to let it stick. Like, I understand the whole, like, premise that the show is built on is that it resets each episode. But they need to not have it reset for a little bit so that they can build, like, some actually interesting stories. Like, I hated when they killed Brian and brought him back. Because I was so excited to see what they were going to do with the new dog.
Seriously, Vinny, like, at first I didn't like him, and then I started to like him, but then he died, and then he just left.
Same, because when they first introduced him, I was like, this guy's kind of, I didn't really like him. But then, like, we started learning more about him and see him interact with Stewie, and I was like, this dog's pretty fucking cool.
Seriously. But then, here, good old Brian. Good old Dick Nose.
And see, that's my thing. Is I feel like the reason a lot of shows get stale is they just don't let the fucking characters age. Like, that's one of the reasons I love the Venture Brothers so much. Is they let the characters age and actually like move on to stages in their life. And I think that's a great thing to do because then, especially if like you get an audience that's around the same age as the main characters. The characters and the people watching can grow together. I think that's like a bunch of like live action dramas and sitcoms. I think that's why a bunch of them do good, is because they kind of are forced to have the characters grow, because there's no amount of there's no amount of wishing that's gonna keep them the same age and the same physical shape or any of that shit. Like they're gonna have to change.
Yeah, develop some kind of sick wizardry that traps people in time loops. Never age past this point as long as we keep making money.
You're trapped now, boy.
Welcome to hell. Or heaven. Depends on how well you are, how good an actor you are.
You
Now,
belong
action!
to us.
Belong to the corporation. Industry, if you will.
There was this TV show called Angel. And they had this evil corporation in it called Wolf, Ram, and Hart. And I want to say that was the name of it anyways. I might be wrong. And it was a corporation literally ran by the devil. Well, let me first. I don't know if it was the devil, but it was like 3 evil beings from hell, maybe, because I think that was the whole thing about the name was they represented 3 different like demons from hell. And Angel, who was the main character of it, was a vampire. But a vampire with a soul because he had ate like some gypsies and they cursed him to have a soul. I hate this guy I'm fighting.
That makes no sense.
Why does that
Now,
make no
the
sense?
second chance at eternal peace.
Well, no,
I've
see,
been cursed.
it wasn't eternal peace though, because he had to live. Because when he got his soul back, he had to live with like all the guilt of all the people he killed, and he was never able to find like true love. Because if he found true love, it would make his soul go away, and he would turn back into an evil, blood-sucking monster. It happened more than once, weirdly enough, because he just for some reason couldn't stop falling in love with women.
I can't blame him.
I think the funny thing is, like, I don't know if this was the writers or like them thinking that this is what, or the gypsies thinking this is what true love was, but he had to really love someone and then fuck them, and that would break the curse. Or, yeah, the curse. So, he could be completely in love with someone, and I might be misremembering this, but as long as he didn't go to bed with them, he was good. They had this other vampire in it called Spike. I don't know if Spike ever got a soul, but I remember he became good, and I really liked that because Spike was my favorite character in Angel, because I thought Spike was pretty cool and he was fucking funny.
What funny shit did he do?
He was goofy. Let's put it that way. He was goofy but serious when he needed to be serious. He always had like these. He always had like quick one-liners. On more than one occasion, he got his ass kicked, but he never let it like damage his pride. I remember they introduced him to Angel by him coming out of a locket. Because Angel was a spin-off series of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And spoiler alert, at the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Spike sacrifices himself and gets trapped in the locket. And I don't know if it's like the Slayers sent Angel the locket, or I don't know if it's ever explained who sent it. But they send the locket to him, and Spike just appears out of it. They had this cool little arc in Angel where like a doomsday prophecy was coming true, and the sun had gotten blocked out. And this was cool because previously, one of the things keeping the vampires at bay was the fact that the sun existed. And you got to see them like take over like bars and shit and turn that into their we'll call it nests. And the interesting thing about it to me anyways was like the vampires were up top and a bunch of humans actually retreated to the sewers. So you now had the vampires running around up top and the fucking humans running around in the sewers. I thought it was interesting how quickly shit flipped.
Yeah, to be fair, pirates as they are typically in media are stronger and faster and smarter. Or well, can't often be smarter.
When I would watch it and think about it, I'd always think about it like, what would happen if in like Futurama the fucking mutants could rise up and actually drive the humans into the sewer?
I mean, they nearly have a few times.
Did they rise up?
They did once in that like Titanic-esque episode. That episode that had references to the Titanic.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm thinking of an episode, but I don't think we're thinking of the same episode because they had a Titanic episode, but the mutants had nothing to do with that one.
They went to the sewer. Hang on a sec.
I think old Wolfbear is getting a phone call. Please stand by while you hear words from our sponsor. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have sponsors yet. Hey, if you want to sponsor us, we're up. Price is negotiable.
Look at you, Nike! Under Armour.
I mean, I'm down to do Nike.
Xfinity.
No, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a Skechers guy, but I'll switch for money. Hell, you fucking pay me, I'll wear Nike underwear.
They don't make underwear, but I bet if they did, it'd be incredibly comfortable if you like itchy balls.
Pay me and I will put one of your shoes on my junk. That will be my underwear from now on. Just pay me. Send me a check in the mail, I'm fucking down. I'm ready to roll at any fucking time.
Dude, I'll get like Nike headbands and form a jock strap. I will learn how to sew just to make something big enough.
What if Nike sold jock straps as headbands? I don't know why, but I feel like just because of the branding, and if they made it look like premium, if they branded it Nike and made it look premium, that people would actually do it, not realizing what they were wearing. I feel like that's one of the big things you can do is just take shit and make it look premium and people will wear. In fact, I remember watching this story. I think it was a Payless shoe store. Literally, they did an experiment and they like spruced the store up, made it look all fancy and like designer and shit. And they just took their normal shoes and made them look a little premium. Just, made them look nicer and stuff, put them on pedestals and shit. And, like, upped the price by hundreds of dollars. And invited influencers and wealthy people to the store to check it out. And people were buying it, talking about, like, how nice the great quality of it and how good they feel and shit. And they were just, like, normal shoes, like Skechers and shit.
These shoes right here, let me tell you, the veneer, the fucking industry, the exuberance, tictacular.
That's an interesting word you've come up with. I feel like that would be a word used to describe tits.
That'd be tit-tacular. I said tit.
No.
titacular is a pretty good way to describe a 10. Yo, what was she like? What was she like, dude? Titacular.
I feel like all you have to really do to sell something to people is make it seem like it comes with status. Because a lot of people are like, I feel like a lot of people concern themselves with the status of shit.
Yeah, that's probably true. Seems like if it has a brand, people will pay for it. Doesn't really matter what the shit is that they're buying, as long as somebody important's put their name behind it.
Oh yeah, because like, for a lot of shit, you can get people to buy it just by making them feel like that by owning this, they've moved up in the world somehow, that they've gained status or fucking something that's just fucking premium.
Oh, would you rather work the hard way, or simply buy this shoe and be on the same level as Kanye?
I don't think anybody wants to be on Kanye's level right now.
Okay, not his. Okay, I said that because it rhymes. I legitimately forgot he's lost his mind.
I don't think anybody wants to be on the same level as the guy who said Hitler had points.
Where the fuck did that come from, dude? No one was saying anything!
Dude, no, like, that is a good point. Where the fuck did that come from? Because, like, nobody was talking about Hitler. Nobody was, like, saying that, like, Kanye was a fascist. And then out of nowhere, he was just like, you know, I kind of like Hitler. And they had people talk about, like,
he doubled down on this shit is what's killing me.
Dude, he like threatened his fucking sponsors people to like, oh, what are you gonna do? Pull the sponsorship? I fucking dare you. And then they did.
They did.
Like they had like news articles and shit where they were talking about like people around him had to talk him out of naming his one of the albums he made after Hitler. He has songs that reference the Nazis and shit. Like, it's so fucking wild.
What the fuck do you mean? Where did this come from? How? When? Where
the fuck did that come from? That's what I don't know. Where the fuck was that hiding? It's like,
was he kidnapped by a cult of Nazis and brainwashed?
You don't just wake up one day and like Hitler.
You don't just wake up one day a Nazi. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, like they had to be like people in his social group that was like, hey man, you
that
know who's
brainwashed
cool?
him, man.
Hey, you know who was a pretty cool guy? Who was a pretty cool guy? You know, Hitler guy. You know, I think.
Good old Adolf.
Again, YouTube. This isn't hate speech. Back the fuck up.
Why would his name be? We just said it. Whatever.
Well, no, they had, I don't know if it was for well, actually, no, it was for talking about it. They had, like, history YouTubers talking about they were getting videos fucking demonetized or taken down, talking about, like, historical events. Yo, what's up, Drac? Hey, yo, man, spread the word about the podcast. Get me some viewers. Get out there. Get on that grind, homie. I'll give you a nickel for each one. Don't mind him, he's just playing with his balls. Oh, you know what's a show you'd fucking love on Netflix?
Narg.
What?
Yark.
Are you having a stroke? Are you having a pirate themed stroke? Do I need to call a matey for you?
Narg.
Nark.
Narg. No, nigga. Ah, damn it. See?
You realize if I get another strike before the other one expires, it's gonna be 2 weeks, right?
Look. I swear it came out. I didn't mean it.
You gotta change your ways. Come on, Wolfbear.
How dare you?
How dare dare me? How dare you trying to get my channel taken down?
That's not what I'm doing. I'm legitimately just trying to help put to when I'm animated. I talk more honestly. And honestly, I'm gonna call you an
Listen, man, just because your PlayStation doesn't want to let you stream doesn't mean you gotta take it out on me.
It's such bullshit, though. I swear, this is such a fucking Niagara. Dare I say Niagara.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls.
You know, I remember watching this about like they drained Niagara Falls one time. Just to see what was down there. The American side, let me rephrase that. The American side. And they found like people who had died, but they also found, I think it was like, they found a couple and they think they committed suicide together because they were holding hands.
How? I mean,
Jack.
how were they holding hands? They were dead for... Jeez.
Maybe they tied their hands together.
I guess they'd have to.
Maybe it wasn't two people in love that committed suicide. Maybe it was a mob hit.
See, they loved each other so much that they tied each other's hands and feet and threw themselves into the lake in perfect synchronization. Yeah. Oh, the broken nose? No. He probably fell. Yeah, he fell. Yeah. What's that? Wounds? Knife wounds? Both of them? No.
I'll let you know, man.
Those are just love cuts.
Those are just love cuts.
Hey man, everyone has their own language.
I could make a joke here, but it would be so low. It would be so bad taste.
Would it have to do with your dating history?
No, it'd have to do with your emotional stability.
How dare you? I don't cut shit. But farts. I just did one. Be with you momentarily.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's fine. Just said something stupid!
You did? Oh. Shocked I am.
I know, it's so it's so weird. Out of character, even. Abnormal. Strange. Odd.
Why are you just describing yourself?
Have you know?
Go ahead, tell me. You'll have me know what, Jack?
Got a fish. And this thing is swimming around with half a body. So much respect. Unfortunately, I just ate it.
Well, that's interesting. And no, he's not playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
I are playing Manitar. I are Bull Shark right now. Rar.
What were we talking about before I got interrupted and said something about love cuts. Oh, this son of a bitch. Doing some fucky shit. Jack. Wolf Bear?
No.
You all know? Okay. Uh, what's something else you want to talk about then?
Oh. To talk about media, movies. Like, for instance, I think we're both fans of zombies, yeah?
Yeah, I like zombies. I think they're kind of neat.
Okay, zombies media. One that's popular or was popular while I was growing up, The Walking Dead. I watched the first season and it was alright. It was okay, you know, had some good moments here and there. But then it just kinda, you know, repeated in season 2. Then season 3. Then season 4. And well, I stopped watching after 3. I'm trying to make it past 3, but it's hard, man. It's difficult. Like some of the characters I like and all, but I'm only going to be able to watch you do the same shit so much, and so far that's not very much.
No, I feel you on that because it literally got to a point where they were just recycling. You didn't like know exactly what was going to happen each season, but you had an idea of when it started, where it would be at the end of it. Cause like they added new characters and like plot lines and shit, but the endings normally consisted of, well, we've found a place. We're gonna hang out here for a little bit, and then they'd be at the end of it. This place is no longer safe. We have to leave right now, right now, right now. After like
Quickly, they're getting in. How are they? It'll take them 2 days to get anywhere, though. They're getting in.
after season 3, I kind of just stopped watching.
Like,
Actually, I don't know if it was after season 3. I actually don't know if it was after. It was after whatever the prison arc. I know I stopped watching after the prison arc. I just don't know when that was.
Don't either.
I mean, if I notice it, yeah, you can say something. Drac wants to know if he can tell us something about The Walking Dead. Go ahead, Drac. Educate us. Its special ability isn't going to activate, so that's probably going to be okay. But no, I feel like a lot of zombie media was like that. It just kind of like repeated the same storylines. And after a little bit of watching it, it just got really old. Because there's so much you could do with zombie TV shows and movies, and it just seems like most didn't do it.
They do. The concept of undead alone you can play with. Like when you have an army of zombies, an army that's unkillable, yes, that's difficult to beat, if not impossible. But it's like the process of fighting it. Like you can come. Like, not only are there all kinds of interesting techniques you can use, all or just outright stop large groups of people, multiple groups of people. The idea. Also, shit about like the condition of being or condition that they're in, whatever condition that is. One that is relentless but not necessarily fully alive. Like, you know, maybe they could be missing certain senses. Have characters go about figuring out what those senses are, shit like that. Like, whether or not they're going to win the fight doesn't ultimately matter. It's a matter of survival, and surviving in and of itself can change depending on the circumstances.
Drac just informed me that in one of the episodes, a guy had an army of zombies. Is either gonna kill me or I'm gonna win. One of the two.
That does sound cool, but was his army under his control? Was he a zombie? Why was he able to control zombies? Why wasn't he able to control other zombies? I think what you mean, Drake, is a guy had a bunch of zombies in his backyard.
I'm gonna be real with you. I can't answer these questions because I'm not Drac. But either way, it brings up an interesting thing. Because wasn't there, I don't remember what her name was, but wasn't there a black girl? And she had these zombies on like a chain, and they would like pull things for her. Wonder what that was all about. Drac says he walked with them and kept them in line.
What the fuck is in line for a zombie?
Here, hold on. We'll invite Drac and he can tell us about it. We'll have our first guest. I don't think Drac's online. I think he's just watching it on his phone. It's also possible that I'm blind.
Glasses are pretty thickly rimmed, man.
No, my fucking right eye is irritated as all hell. Like, it's completely bloodshot. I had to put eye drops in today.
From
Yeah,
what
so-
I saw,
Yeah,
what
go
I
ahead, tell
saw
us.
from the episode, the guy had like this zombie flesh mask, and he literally walked with him. And I just confirmed it with my mom because she's the one that watched it, and I walked into her room to ask her a question. I saw it. Apparently, it's a group of people who walk with zombies and just keep them in line from eating certain people or something. From what she told me, like it was when I don't know what episode or season it was. And it was The Walking Dead, but that's all I know because I never watched it because I don't do zombies. So,
That's such a weird thing.
I thought so too because I don't understand how you can walk with a zombie and keep them in line, but she said that's what they were doing.
Well, no, I understand like the whole walking with them and shit because I'm gonna assume that they're like, I'm gonna eat this is probably based off smell somewhat.
That's
But-
possible.
But like, I don't understand how you would stop them from eating other people.
I don't know. Like I said, I
Doesn't
never
make sense.
watched
That's
it.
how they stop them from
Oh,
getting
she-
eaten themselves.
All she said is the group of people kept them in line and they just walked with the zombie. They had a leader and I guess he had a zombie army basically.
Sounds like a cult of people that was like, hey, this guy's zombie Jesus, let's follow him.
I guess if y'all ever get back into it, y'all can
We're
explain
not.
it further to me. Okay. 'Cause I remember y'all were talking about trying to push through something of it.
Yeah, we were gonna try to watch some of it to like, you know, to be fresh up on it. But I don't
I'm
think.
gonna try to finish the series. Could do that could be something to talk about if nothing else.
If you want to try to do like a watch through, like a watch through on YouTube, I'm down. That's probably gonna be the only way I watch it.
You know, you can do that on YouTube?
I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just have to kind of clip the show so that it's like you're not like just watching the whole thing. Although there's some people that watch like whole ass movies on YouTube and don't get in trouble. I don't know. I think you have to like look into laws
How it
and shit
works.
to figure it
Gotta
out.
be
Yeah.
on YouTube's good side.
He's probably
Can't be
not
a
wrong
ne'er-do-well.
actually.
You can't be a no good ne'er do well like you.
It's probably like how like Twitch is set up, where if you're if you're good for the platform and the people in charge of it like you, you can do just about whatever you want. But why don't you do zombie media, Drac? What's your
The whole
reason for not liking?
schizophrenic.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Last thing I need is hearing moaning going through my head and like rawr and then looking outside my window all
Rawr.
paranoid. It's like the whole horror movies. I can't watch Chainsaw Massacre. Can't watch Saw. Can't watch most of the Exorcist movies.
You don't do horror in general.
Oh, I do like horror, but it's only depending on the horror.
What horrors do you like?
What was it? Me and my mom watched it recently.
Tell us what happened in it.
I guess I'm trying to figure out what the name of the creature was. It was invisible. The boy can see it through. You can see it through technology, like cameras. The boy imagined it.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about the boy imagining,
I
but
know.
you're not talking
For a
about the
second,
bird
I
box,
thought
are you?
No. It's
For a
some
second,
type
I thought I knew what you were talking about.
a kid like thought about it. He wanted a friend or something. This creature wanted to take the friend, but ended up taking the mother in the end. The mother comes back to the kid, but she's invisible. And the husband, the father, did a video recording and saw his wife picking up their child, and spinning him around. It was kind of horror, kind of not. I can watch monster horror movies. That's pretty much what it is.
I'm so confused by what you're talking about, but I'm also so intrigued.
I will look it up. My phone's charging right now.
Alright, well, you don't gotta look it up right now. It just sounds so fucking interesting.
What's the Bird Box?
It's a weird show with Machine Gun Kelly in it. And by show, I
Don't
mean
know
movie.
who that is.
That's good.
Like, maybe I know some of the stuff they played in, but actual name probably.
No, he's usually just a rapper, but he's
Oh.
trying to branch out into like movies and shit.
Like what The Rock did. He was
Yeah.
a fighter, and then he branched off.
Well, The Rock was a lot of things before he was a fighter. Like he was also a football player, and then he was a wrestler. I think. He also worked at like a pizza place at one point.
Didn't everybody used to work at a pizza
Definitely a wrestler.
place?
No, Drac. Not everyone used to work at a pizza place.
I would thought that would be like the first starting point in everybody's life is a fast food or a pizza place. Get that
Oh
many.
man, I've seen a movie from the 90s and 80s. You watch those every.
Why do you sound far away from your mic and quiet?
I'll have you know, boy.
Go ahead, tell me, old man. Go ahead.
Back in the days,
Old ass motherfucker.
if I had my mask on right now, you'd be in a genjutsu.
You like pudding pops.
Listen here, bitch. Herbert is a monster. Should be stopped.
He is a monster, but I also love his character.
That
Like
dude
I-
sees kids and just immediately beelines.
Like, I hate that I can say I love his character, but I just remember, like, this one scene. I don't know what was going on. I think there were, like, some kids running down the road, and he was just running after them, like, with his pants down.
A lot of the reasons as to why he was chasing them. But,
Hey, hey, kids, there's popsicles in my basement.
man, the only one of the main scenes I remember of him is him just kicking down the Griffin's door during the fire, breaking into Chris's room and running with him out, and just running out of the building with him.
I remember people. Go on.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I remember he was a big hit. A lot of YouTubers would get those voice modules and play Call of Duty with his voice.
Yeah, that's because that shit's funny.
I enjoyed watching YouTube.
Shot by that.
You remember the episode? I think it was like. Yeah, I want to say it's the same episode that Peter went to the hood, said a certain word, and they didn't kill him. And he busted down the Griffin's door and grabbed Chris and was like, "I'm done running out of time." No, you said that. You said the house was on fire.
No, I was talking. You mean when he? You mean looks like I've run out of waiting down.
Yeah. I want to say he had a gun, but I might be wrong. I feel like he did though, because I don't think the Griffins would just let him kidnap.
We're
Chris.
thinking that there were different scenes. The first one he just showed up naked. The second one he showed up with a gun and just grabbed her.
Honestly, it's Peter. I think he wouldn't care.
No, because he likes Chris. It's Megan he wouldn't care about.
Alright.
He'd probably fart in her face as she was being drug away. Y'all remember the scene where she tried to, like... Not tried. Y'all remember the scene where she kidnapped Brian and tried to make him love her?
Yep. He put her hair inside of a pie and made him eat it.
No, it wasn't his hair, it was her hair.
I know. Her hair inside the pie and made him eat it.
Yeah, you said his.
Oh.
Y'all remember when she went to prison? And she got out, and she did, unspeakable things to Peter with that loofah.
She became...
Don't worry about it. I should have been worried the entire time.
That had the same energy as in Futurama when that dude was like, "Yeah, if you come in here, I'm gonna stab this guy in the ass."
Don't listen to him. He's bluffing.
Ah!
He's
He's
not
not bluffing.
It's so fucking.
It's so simple, but it's so great.
Like it worked. It really worked well.
I miss Futurama.
Well, they're
Yeah.
supposed to be having a comeback. I don't know like when that's scheduled.
No.
Yeah, they're remaking it. I don't know if it's a remake. It might just be like leaving off where it left off. But
It finished it. I mean,
yeah, it has like the show got canceled so many times. It has like 4 finales. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, like watching the whole, like binging the whole season, but it has like
no,
4
I watched
fucking
it.
finales.
There were multiple times when it was like, "All right, guys, this is it. All right, guys, back to good news as always." Huh?
I'm pretty sure one of the endings is just they all die and then they like reboot it, and the next episode of the season is them like trying to come, bringing them back to life.
I just got a message.
Oh, what'd you get a message about?
Justin started the party.
Yep, that he did. Well, if you want, you can go join it, and if we're on a subject that you got something to talk about, you can come back.
Alright, yeah. Well, nice talking to y'all.
Nice talking to you. Thanks for being on the podcast tonight.
And I sent your video to Discord, so we'll see what bites.
Yeah, I heard that. Not gonna lie, slightly concerned, but it's all good.
You told me to spread the word.
Did not mean literally, but it's okay because you have Asperger's, so I'm gonna forgive you.
Alright, see y'all.
Peace, homie.
Have a good one, Drac.
You know I brought this up the other day, but who the fuck names something Asperger's?
Seriously, like that's just asking for miscalculating for mistranslation.
That's asking to like have somebody get picked on.
That's literally just bully bait.
That's like naming your child queer lord or gay lord, gay lord.
Gaylord, yeah.
You ever see Meet the Fockers?
I have not seen that movie, but I've heard.
The main character's name is Gaylord Fokker.
What is this? What the fuck was their? What the fuck was his parents thinking?
Well,
Why would they do that?
his mom is like a sex yoga instructor, and I don't know what his dad did, but I remember he only ever wore sandals. And I think
He didn't do shit.
and I think he was an expert in dance fighting.
He didn't do shit but practice dance fighting.
They saved his foreskin, the sons. They saved his foreskin in a little, like, scrapbook.
Ew. Ew. What the fuck? Why?
Because they're weird. Although that movie did give us a great concept that I think's helped a lot of people train their cats. In that movie, there's a cat named Jinx, and it can flush the toilet after it uses it. I've seen people train their cat to do the same thing in real life, and I'm convinced it's that movie that gave people the idea. And I heard, have you seen this trend of like I don't know, I'm not sure if it's a trend, but people like train their dogs to hit these buttons that say certain things, and they say the dog's talking to them.
I've seen him, but I don't think the dog's talking to him.
Well, here's
the dog realizes, hey, if I do this, yeah, you want me to press this? I'm gonna press this.
Well, see, that's the thing though. That is kind of talking to them, because the dog's telling you what they want. Because like I heard somebody explaining that the dog wasn't talking to them; they were just recognizing a pattern. Like if they hit this button, that when they hit that button, they get to go out for walks and shit. But isn't that still like talking? Because the dog's telling you what it wants. It's telling you.
But I don't.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not like talking, but it is like able to communicate with you on like a new level now. Like I saw a dog
Literally tell you what to do.
I saw a dog that knew the right buttons to hit in the right order, and it would hit them, and the buttons would say treat, and then the next one would be now. Because like he said treat, and then the owner was like, no, it's not treat time, and then he hit the button treat, and then now.
I know just how strong my teeth are.
The dog was aggressive.
Respecting me, little man.
Oh, speaking of little man, let me tell you this. I hope Lord's not watching. I was playing Crusader Kings 3 earlier, and I named a character Ben, and he died, and I went to go look at how he died, and he was a dwarf. It's so fucked up, but it was so hilarious that just by chance his character was a fucking dwarf.
Oh.
Like, I know he's average height, but it's just fun to make fun of him for being average height.
He is.
That dude's like a whole 2'4".
Have to flex extra hard. He'll have to prove he's stronger than Lim.
I'm never gonna forget meeting a Lim and he just had those fucking army helmets with him.
It just looks like some kind of charity case for some kind of military operation. Like somebody, like they make it like he's someone's mascot. I'm just not sure.
He joins the Salvation Army. I can hear a Lim now going like, how the fuck? I'm not even there, and it's somehow turned to making fun of me.
You
That's because we
wouldn't
know
be
you're gonna hear
wrong.
it. That's because we know you're gonna
You
hear
really
it.
wouldn't be wrong, though.
There's just so much to say about him.
Yeah, there's like multiple jokes on every corner.
The dude is a geometrical anomaly.
Seriously, like how, like what happened?
Like, I'm convinced if we take him to the University of Arizona, they would study him to figure out ways to make fucking spaceships more aerodynamic and tanks have better angles to deflect fucking rounds with.
Seriously, Glim is like anti-round.
He's anti-round except for the parts that are round.
Glim is literally human SpongeBob.
Oh, there's one person watching. Yo, what's up, homie? How you doing? You know,
Tell a million people about this channel. Go!
if you tell 1,000,000 people, I'm gonna start a Patreon tomorrow. If 1,000,000 people watch this, and I told my buddy here that I'd give him the first 3 months of the profits from that. So if you want to help someone else get money, you know, if you want to be like interested in charity and shit, go ahead, do that.
Hey man, do it. I'll give give me $1 a day for a burger for the rest of my life, hopefully.
Man,
I'll get
dude,
tired of burgers. Just start selling them or something.
fucking do you watch Film Theory or any of the theory channels?
I used to. Been a minute since I have though.
That dude has film theory, game theory, food theory, and now fashion theory. I'm not gonna lie, food theory actually has some good ones. Like, how the Kool-Aid Man is like the most powerful thing in the universe. I also found out some shit from it that I didn't know. Like, all the old mascots have backstories. Like, the Kool-Aid Man wanted to be a firefighter. That's why he's always busting through walls and shit.
Yeah, because
Kool-Aid
firemen are always doing that.
I mean, are they not?
Oh, Tip. Fireman isn't just going to go like isn't just going to bust in through your wall on an average day.
What's the point of having that big ass truck? Man, if I was a firefighter, I'd be driving that truck through multiple buildings.
Ah, see, that's why you're not a firefighter.
No, I'm not a firefighter because I'm fat. I reverse Uno
Blame
G.
it on the chub.
Everyone else does. But, how do you feel about this so far, Jack? You think this has been good? Think this has been entertaining?
I think it was our first try, and we'll get better with time.
Technically second.
Like, we brought up some good points, but we could definitely stay on point better, and, well, you know, I'll save better critiques after watching the shit.
Yeah, I think we definitely could have stayed on point a little bit more, but
It's late, we're both at least a little tired.
yeah, you know, it's an argument to be made. It's an argument to be made that it's like part of our charm that we hop around. Has it been at least 2 hours? It's been. Oh my, Jack, you are a Rain Man when you're high. When I looked at the time, it had been 1 hour and 58 minutes and like 50 something seconds. You fucking genius. We're going to Vegas. You and me.
They'll take all my money. They can smell the virgin.
It's okay. I'll only give you $5 and we'll only go to penny brothels.
But that's how you get AIDS.
Well, you know, you don't Life's listen, man.
Listen here.
Listen, man.
I'm just not going anywhere. No, I'm not going anywhere.
Listen, man. What is life without risk?
Listen here. I'll have you know I get enough risk from the game risk in Monopoly.
You don't play Monopoly with us.
I will if they sponsored me.
Hear that, Hasbro? Get out here. Get out here on us. We're willing to take any amount of money above, like, $50. And we know y'all are hurt for it after that bullshit y'all pull with D&D.
Seriously, I see those Transformer movies.
We see you.
You think another CGI explosion's gonna bail you out of this debt, bitch? It's not.
Don't think we see the giant slowly dying in the corner over there. You're literally huge. It's hard not to see you.
Or not to smell. Like, literally just pick a random day and take a whiff.
But no, we're gonna end this here. I've been Temp. This has been my co-star, the Wolf Bear. And if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe. Don't listen to him. He's slightly, you know, on the spectrum. Please like and subscribe, and let us know what you think we can do better. Hope you all have a wonderful night, and have a good day, and yeah, peace out.
Have a good